Today I've got some No Man's Sky storage designs, starting with non-glitch ones, followed by some glitch ones, and ending with some tiny ones. As you can see from the footage running right now, these glitch ones take a lot less space in your base, and the circular ones coming into view now have been dropped to shot wall so you can't see the connectors at the bottom. So let's start with the non-glitch version. It's an alloy shot wall, then an alloy floor panel, followed by an alloy triangle. Making sure to place the triangles the way I'm doing right now, because we're going to need the pattern to follow later. Place that floor panel so we can offset the triangles, thereby making a circle of triangles. That's our circle of triangles, with all the triangles facing the correct direction. Let's start placing our alloy floor panels. Now we've created our non-glitch circle, let's select the storage container, switch to free place. To place the storage containers, use the pattern below to line it up correctly, also using the edge and the sides of the storage container to align it all correctly. And as you'll notice, I am doing it from above to get the perfect view. Be back when I've finished this lot. As there's only 10 storage containers, I've simply free placed the selected terminal to fill in the gap. And finally, let's put some stone floor down so we can hide the bottom of the storage containers. And there you go, your first setup. Let's do another non-glitch version. It's the reverse of the one we just did, but we're still using the pattern below, but this time probably take a little bit more time and patience lining things up. And like the previous one, make sure got free place turned on. No need for a galactic terminal, let's start placing down the floor panels. I like this one because it's all facing inwards and you can access each of your storage containers incredibly quickly. Let's move on to our first glitched one. Select a power inverter, use the pattern on the floor panels to line things up. Rotate that power inverter so the middle connector is facing outwards. And as you can see, that floor panel isn't in the correct position. Let's change that. Place that power inverter with the middle connector facing outwards. Now let's select the storage container, go into the wire menu, move your cursor to the connector point, and now hit wire and place at precisely the same time. And very importantly, remember to select the next storage container, because if you don't do that, you're going to have the same storage container in every single connector. Unless you want to do that, and you want to have the same storage container over and over again, because you want to have some base built of storage containers, because this would be a good way of doing it. At this point, if you decided you want to have it a little bit tighter, Following the pattern in the floor panels, you can now move the power inverters closer to each other. And a quick reminder, select the item, go into the wire menu, place the cursor on the connector point, and hit wire and place at the same time. This setup is only for 8 storage containers. If you want to have all 10, you're going to have another set of power inverters and a lot of fiddling to get the spacing correct. And this is how it all looks at the end, lovely merged together. Let's move on to the glitched circle versions. We'll start with scaffolding of triangles in a circle again. When that is complete, we're going to select the small raised paver, place them like I'm doing right now. Now attach concrete floors to the raised small pavers. Now select the large planter and place that on top of the floor panels. When the large planters are all in place, we're going to use the same glitch as we used earlier, Banjo's wire glitch, which is selecting an item, going into the wire menu, putting the cursor on the connector point, and like before, hitting the wire and the place button at the same time. And also remember to select the next storage container along, or you'll have the same one all the way around. Now the storage containers are in place, let's delete the large planters. Place the floor stone panels. As you can see from this one, it might take a lot more effort, but it is precise and exact all the way around. As you can see, I've made another circle, but this time delete the triangles in the middle, but this time replace them with large floor panels. Making sure they snap to the correct points. Once that's done, select the large planter and have fun trying to get them to snap in the centre of the circle. But to make life easier, just look for any inconsistencies in the pattern that it will create at the end. When doing Banjo's wire glitch, make sure you're picking the connector that's facing towards the camera. Things might get a little bit confusing because of all the connector points. Just take your time, you'll get there. might connect falsely because of all the connector points, just back out. And this is what I mean when it gets a little bit confusing. Take your time. I'm placing a galactic terminal, but because you're glitching, you can actually fill it all in with storage containers. Yes, some will be doubles, but it will look good. And yeah, that's the pattern I was talking about earlier. It really is quite an interesting pattern it makes there. Let's place some stone floor panels. And if you're having some snap point issues, just go underneath. And there you go, the perfect circle of storage containers. And finally, let's move on to the last one. Let's shrink down some base items. If you want to go in the other direction, you just make it bigger. And as you can see, I'm using the drawers. I'm just going to throw down a table and a shelf for demonstration purposes. We're going to select the storage container, and then we're going to hit the toggle and wire button at the same time. And then you're going to hit the duplicate button when the cursor is over shrunk drawers. Then move it to the shelves. By the way, this glitch takes a lot of practice and is quite difficult to master. And when you have it in position, hit the wire and place button at the same time. Let's go through that again. Select the item. Hit the toggle and wire buttons at the same time. Duplicate the shrunken item. Once in place, hit the wire and place button at the same time. As I go through it a third time, you may have noticed the items are floating. There is a reason for that. I'll get to it in a minute. I'm going to shrink down some canisters. One on top. When I delete that floor panel, it's got rid of the one underneath. I'm going to duplicate a couple of canisters, put them on top for now, because there is a reason why I have them floating. When I copy them from the pile, and place it on the table, most everything stays in place. A side note, snaps undo the scale glitch, so turn snap off if you can, and carefully place it. Once you've got a few down, you can move them afterwards, but there is a little issue. As you can see, when I moved that one, the floor panel is slightly highlighted. And when you watch what happens when I place it, the floor panel on the left hand side has disappeared. That is why I had the shrunken items floating. Let's put that floor panel back. And let's have a look at the shrunken storage containers. Those look quite sweet. I hope you found this and all the other ideas useful. I hope you liked the video, and if you did, hit that like and subscribe button. Oh, and the bell thingy. And of course, thank you for watching. See you all later.